For the American people, yesterday, November 17th, 2025, should long be remembered as Homecoming Day for America. It is the day we all came home to our natural estate. The assets of this country are again securely in the control of Americans for the first time in over 150 years, and our days as de facto colonies of the British Empire in any jurisdiction are finally done and over. The plan of the perpetrators to switch jurisdictions again and subject us to a form of corporate feudalism, to redefine living men and women as transhumans and use this as a means to deprive them of their natural and inalienable rights, and even human rights, has failed. The potent danger posed by the UN Corporation and the World Economic Forum, WEF, and numerous other corporate think tanks and international organizations aiming at a monolithic and monopolistic and anti-human world government has been dealt with. In your hearts and souls, give thanks that these evils have been avoided and that the corporations responsible for these evils are being liquidated and or forfeited under new management. For those who know the true extent of the criminality and theft that have been practiced against us and against the people of many other nations, this news comes as a thunderclap. The criminals among us are sweating and in a panic. The good people of many lands are raising their heads, cautiously surprised, only vaguely glimpsing what this announcement might mean. For Americans, it means recognition of your political status as Americans. Nobody can presume that you are stateless or in need of salvage anymore. No nation, or as it happens, commercial syndicate, can confer or impose foreign citizenship obligations on you. Your ship of state, the United States of America, unincorporated, has come through the storms against all odds and still stands among the nations and countries of the world. Nobody can claim that your American government is absent in interregnum or missing any more. As we emerge intact and move upon the world stage again, visibly, we will be cleaning and restoring our national capital in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We will be educating people on a vast scale, showing them what happened and how our country, along with many others, was usurped upon, and teaching them their own history, a subject neglected by public schools that were no longer serving our public. Rank-and-file Americans will know that the 3 federal constitutions are service contracts between the people, that is, state citizens of our states of the Union, and federal service vendors operating in each of the 3 separate jurisdictions of land, air, and water. LAW. Every man and woman on the street will know that the federal government functions only in international jurisdictions and that their national government is a separate and supreme government occupying the land and soil of each nation-state. We will all remember who we are, but until that educational process is complete, until people understand who they are and the role they play in the complex government structure designed by our forefathers, there's bound to be confusion. Be patient with yourselves and with others. We were supposed to know and learn all this as children. Now we have to learn it as adults after having spent a lifetime living under the thumb of a completely different form of law and government. It is tough, but ultimately so rewarding and so life-affirming. The same is true for many other nations. People around the world will be rediscovering the peace and power of their lawful national governments, their own cultural traditions, and their own law. Each will come home to their own house and find their abundant peace and enjoy their unknown wealth among their own people and loved ones. Everyone will know that this has been made possible by the goodwill, support, honesty, decency, and devotion to truth embraced by other people and other nations throughout the world. None of us have arrived at this moment solely on the basis of our own efforts. So let gratitude be your guide going forward. Pause and feel the gratitude for all that has been given freely to you by nature and nature's God. Gratitude that you share a world full of good people of every kind and color and every nation and religion. Let love be your guide also. Love for your beautiful country, love for your countrymen. And beyond that, love for the earth, love for mankind. We stand on the verge of an explosion of mathematical and scientific knowledge and progress that has long been suppressed by self-interested commercial and military interests. For some of you, this will require learning new math and thinking of things in new ways in your professions. For many, it will mean adapting to and using new technologies. This may be challenging too, especially for those of us who are a little older. But again, the rewards and new understandings are so fulfilling, so worthwhile. Restoring our planet, cleaning up pollution, dealing with energy needs, restoring soil health, bringing water to the deserts, creating new recycling and solid waste management systems, and so much more will be aided and made possible by technologies that have been suppressed. This will be called the Age of Wonders. And so it may seem, just remember that selfish individuals and factions in rival governments suppressed and prevented all these blessings intended for mankind. And that selfishness has meant unnecessary suffering and death for the innocent among us. Let us all resolve to end the paradigm of secrecy, rivalry, greed, and destructive self-interest. These evils have stood in the way of life and life abundant for long enough. Please join us in saying, "Done with evil," and meaning it in your heart, in your mind, and in your spirit. As each of us comes to recognize evil for what it is and renounce it, our lives and our world will change as surely as the tides roll in, as naturally as grass grows, and all for the better. By Anna Von Reitz, fiduciary of the American Federation of States. Grandmother, mother, wife, and friend. Please join your American state assemblies and please apply for your beneficiary account at the Global Family Prosperity Fund. And God bless America.